So with this expedition right now in the Savu and Lasmobrang expedition, we call it, we want to increase the amount of biodiversity lists that we have currently. We only have 26 different species of sharks and rays. That's from the one survey in Rote. And as this is the first time we're exploring the Savu Sea, we want to see what kind of other sharks and rays are around the area. But also we want to find critical habitats like pumping ground or manta cleaning station, not with the brav, but sometimes we'll do that with drones and like diving. But basically we want to have more information and data to help the MPA Management Authority better manage the zones.
So today we've just arrived at Savu Raijua Island. We just did the crossing last night from South Sumba, which was a bit rocky, but we made it here and it's beautiful. We've got beautiful conditions. Very unexplored area for diving, so we're excited to jump in for a dive just over on this point here, which looks like, according to the navionics, that it drops off potentially quite steeply, but it's completely exploratory, so we don't know what we're going to find. Let's go.
So we're gonna drop a brav on this point, which is basically the entrance between these two rocks right here. So brav is baited remote underwater video survey, and it's a very non-invasive way to look for sharks and rays. It's basically a baited camera 1 meter, baited canister 1 meter away from a GoPro, and then we just dropped it with attached to a buoy and leave it out for an hour, and then we watch it again after we, get it back, basically. So basically, these are our brav rigs. We designed it ourselves, and this is the GoPro, and it's gonna attach to it's gonna be attached to this baited canister, and then we're gonna fill it with like a kilo of like tuna or bonito, anything that's like livery and bloody, and then we put it in, and then we screw it together. We deploy it. We attach a shackle with a rope, depending on the depth. Usually it's 50 meters, usually 70 meters, usually it's 20 meters. And then at the end of that rope is basically a buoy. And when we drop it down, technically it's supposed to land perfectly because of its modular and triangular shape. Basically, we always wanted to find a way to reach places that divers can't, and a lot of sharks and ray species are actually very skittish of divers and bubbles. So we wanted a methodology that can kind of observe them without kind of disturbing them. So this is a perfect way to do it. We've done it in our project site in Rote. We've deployed around 250 brubs, and it's actually pretty amazing what kind of sharks actually showed up. We've had hammerheads, we had wedgefish, snaggletooth shark, which is basically a fossil, living fossil, and all kinds of gray reef schoolings as well, which you don't see at all when you're diving.
On board we have so many great minds. We have professors, marine biologists, we have activists, we have people on the front line, up-and-coming students, really people that have something to bring to the table. I guess I was lucky enough to be invited on this trip because not only for my marine conservation NGO, Indonesian Ocean Pride, but also because of my local knowledge of the area. So I'm excited to just connect with everybody here and just be part of the team. I am so excited to have the next generation of marine biologists or scientists, or the next generation of young Indonesian kids taking charge and taking ownership of the ocean, their ocean.
Making video and photo of an area helps connect people who would not necessarily be connected to the ocean. It helps highlight that problem for them. One of the videos I'll be doing is helping Thrive make a video for the children on Rote to help them, connect them, show them what's happening underwater. Because maybe they have, even though they've grown up on these small islands, they don't have an idea of how big of an impact humans have on the reefs and marine life. And if they can get inspired to help change it, then the more the merrier.
So what we're about to do here is we're going to put up a little drone with the aim of trying to find reef manta rays cruising along the surface or actually cleaning down on a cleaning station. Drones have been just an amazing boom to us now in terms of being able to find manta rays. Obviously I can put it up at about 100 meters and scan this entire reef in a matter of minutes as opposed to what it would take if we were diving. So this is a great way to find the mantas. Once we find them, then we are going to immediately launch the boat and off we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
So we're hoping that if we find more species of elasmobranchs, which are sharks and rays in this area, then we will have more data and more information that have never been found before, and we can put this over to governments or any other authorities so that they can develop a better conservation approach to this area, which I think is currently unprotected.
So I think one of the most important parts of this survey is the fact that the MPA Management Authority for the Savu Sea MPA basically knows nothing about the sharks and rays which are here in this MPA. So what we're trying to do here is to basically raise their awareness that there are important sharks and rays here, probably that they've been exploited, and it's something which they really need to put onto their management radar screen. Really excited about the results of the expedition. I mean, we were able to get out some manta tags. These guys were actually able to do that. They were able to learn a whole lot about coral reef fish taxonomy, and we added a large number of shark and ray species that were not previously on their list. So I'm really excited about the results here.
Throughout Indonesia, sharks and rays have been heavily fished, mainly for their fins, but also for their meat. And we do know that this region of Indonesia has had some really heavy shark fishing pressure. And right now there isn't that much effective protection for the marine life, including sharks and rays, in this part of Indonesia. So with this trip, we want to shine a light on the Savu Sea and how important it is for sharks and rays, and try and understand how we can better protect them here. This expedition has been to empower young Indonesian conservationists and scientists to be the ones on the ground doing the research, doing the conservation efforts. So we've had an amazing team of young Indonesian scientists who have been doing all of this work, and we've just been here offering them our guidance and training them with new research techniques. But these guys are really the ones on the ground doing the hard work, and they are the future of Indonesia, and they are the ones who are going to be able to protect it and make a difference here.